What is up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to podcast number 28. We're back with another Ryan Upchurch video. On this one, it's called Internet. So what he's talking about in this video, he's talking about people being trapped on the internet, people looking too much into something, spending too much time, speculating different things, basically just saying that everybody has a right to their own opinion, just like I've been saying this whole time. So on this video, he kind of goes in depth of what people have been saying. It doesn't bother him, and he's not bothered by it. I mean, look at the guy. He's a self-made millionaire. He doesn't need anybody's approval about what he says. That's it. Anyways, guys, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated, guys. Let's check out to see what Ryan has to say.
Look at all these people typing so loud.
Type harder for daddy. Use all caps for daddy. Put exclamations on the end. Type louder, louder, louder. Pat yourself on the back. You're really living up to the term internet because it seems a lot of y'all have entered the net.
A lot of people lately been like, hey man, you doing good? You all right? And I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, well, I seen you've been taking a lot of heat on the internet. Does it look like I give a fuck about the internet? Exactly. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's a bunch of insecure people who are scared. A bunch of copy and pasters. What are they doing? They're watching something going, oh, shit, I don't know, guys. What do you think? They need to know what to think.
See, and everybody's afraid for their own opinion. I don't get it. Like, if you have an opinion, state it. If you have an opinion, then lend it. Why should we, and I continue to say it, I know I do, but why should we worry about what someone else thinks? No matter if it's right or wrong, it still is an opinion. So that's what he's saying here is everybody's commenting on his stuff saying, you're wrong, this was wrong. People trying to basically slander his music career as a musician. That's just wrong. And that's what he's talking about. People searching the web too much. People not looking into stuff enough. And just not taking someone's advice because they have their own opinion. That's what we're supposed to do. Look into things. Don't take one person's advice. Look into it. But then again, when we have our favorite YouTuber or somebody that we go to, like the crime channels or someone else, and we see them, we want to believe what they say. So if Ryan Upchurch was one of the big crime channels, would you believe if the big crime channel said what Ryan Upchurch said about Kylie Rodney, would you believe them? Does it make a difference? Because it shouldn't make a difference. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what Ryan has to say.
Think. If you're a leader, you're not supposed to ask your friend, what do you guys think? They're looking to you to see what you think. So you're not thinking nothing. So you ask them, what do you think? So you can think what they think. Who would have thought? Someone who's thinking. Somebody who's thinking doesn't need to ask you what your thought was because they're already thinking of a thought that they thought. And if they ask you what you're thinking, it's going to alter the thought that they think. You know? But if you're not thinking, then you'll ask somebody what they're thinking because you need a thought to think, which is why we're here. Some people understand, some people overstand, and some people just stand. Think of the phrase, what do you stand for? Question mark, what do you stand for? If you don't know what you stand for, then sit down. I mean, look what people choose to do. It's not think for themselves at all whatsoever. And I could be an asshole fucking guy who, has all these followers that just likes to lead everybody in the wrong direction and fucking just give them this whole big show. Or I could just keep it real to the fullest extent. If you don't think for yourself, you think for someone else. If you're thinking for someone else, that's a marketing plan. Thinking for yourself is not a marketing plan. It's a risk in today's society. Why do you think everybody that's surrounded in this Kylie Rodney case are not thinking for themselves? They're asking others, what do you think? Because that's their marketing plan. If they say what they think, they risk losing people attached to their marketing plan. Yet they want to tell me I'm the one marketing. You see how that works? Look how all of them have absolutely dropped finding anything out about the little girl. And they've all just shoved Upchurch in their mouth.
That's true. How long's it been since we heard of anything about her? It's been a while now. How come we haven't heard anything? It's not like that this takes forever to find out about her car. What happened to her car? And I've said this on my other videos. The ignition should be a huge thing. Was the ignition turned on? There's things rolling around speculating that her battery was dead. Then you have the tow truck driver that absolutely was just totally weird to me. What he said didn't even make sense to her vehicle being there. The party, the kids, the boxing matches just doesn't make sense. But you have people commenting on stuff, which everybody has a right to their own opinion. But then you have people commenting about stuff that somebody is wrong for what they say. It's not wrong if someone has their own opinion. If they want to speculate on something that's happened, let it be. But now you have people like Upchurch is saying that is, well, stuck on the web too long. That looks into all these other videos and they want to believe their favorite one. And that's what this is about. Is believing what your favorite people say. It's just like news channels. If you go watch different news channels, everybody says something different, even of the weather. Does that make them wrong? No, it doesn't. It just goes to show you that everybody has a different opinion. That's it. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what Ryan has to say.
Upchurch this, upchurch that, upchurch this, upchurch that. Man, I don't care. But I'm just showing everybody your marketing plan that you say you don't have. I mean, look at this headline. Ryan Upchurch turns clickbait into effective music marketing tool. As they're clickbaiting as a marketing tool. These people don't even realize they're doing what they're bitching about. It's like opposite day in their fucking brain, and they don't even realize that other people can see right through their bullshit. Like this lady. What's up with Ryan Upchurch and the true crime community? Her name on YouTube is Not Another Housewife. So chances are she thought, I'm another housewife, and was like, I'm gonna make my title Not Another Housewife. So pretty much she is another housewife. She named her YouTube channel her own inner insecurities. Once again, she's entered the net on the internet. Internet. I'm not getting caught up in what these people are saying. They're getting caught up in what I'm saying. They didn't have nothing to think about, so they took my thought and they thought about it. And it enrages them. Why is that? They don't make sense. I mean, think about some of the stuff people have been saying to me, dude. Some dude the other day was like, give me one good reason why this isn't an accident. Can you drive a car from the very back seat? Are your arms fucking 12 feet long? Mine ain't. Or this other guy was like, you seen how they pulled it out? She obviously drove in. Well, it looks like that because they flipped the car to the side. Otherwise, it wouldn't look like that coming out. I mean, dude, take a block. Put wheels on the bottom of it. Flip it over. Put it in the water. Turn it to the side. Pull it back out. Then yes, it looks like it drove in the water. But that ain't how it was sitting on the bottom of the lake. Is it that hard to understand? Really, though. And look at these people embarrassing themselves when they're in the presence of somebody who's doing something good.
And that's another thing about it. They say that she was found in the back hatch, but then they say the seatbelt was sticking out the back. And then some people say it was actually a tow strap that broke on the back of the vehicle. So which one is it? It's like the cops should be coming forward and telling us something, not everybody getting together and putting together a story that actually seems pretty real. No matter what story it is, I mean, everything seems to be coming together on that story. It's almost like they just forgot all about it, like Upchurch is saying. That's what he's talking about, speculating. Everybody's speculating on, well, what happened. So it's like they want to wait to tell us what happened to see what we speculate about. That's what it seems like to me. And as far as her car going in the water, on my other video, I done said, I don't think the car flipped over. And if you look at the drone footage, from the very first drone footage of him pulling out the car, it does not look like her SUV at all. It just doesn't. If you look at the drone footage of it coming out, and then look at the footage of her vehicle sitting there, it's not the same vehicle, in my opinion. Now, before anybody says, well, you're wrong. Well, yeah, I may be wrong, but I have a right to my own opinion. Everybody does. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what Ryan has to say.
For the world. You got Doug from AWP on your panel and you're over there trying to make Upchurch jokes. While he's just sitting there kind of straight-faced. Popcorn Planet. Sounds about right. And as far as clickbaiting to sell my music, no. I'm an actual artist. It's not because of a murder case that's happened in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, the last 10 years of my music success is because something that happened this week that's not even solved yet. Yeah, this case that's not solved yet gave me all my gold and platinum records. Yeah, because that makes all the sense. Don't worry.
See, and that's what he's saying is the whole thing is he doesn't have to make a girl's death sell his stuff. He's been selling now for 10 years, he said. And then he hasn't done nothing but sell his records his own self. Nothing sold his records for him. His music is what sold records. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Go and check out my other videos. There's a lot more on there, guys. Love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated. YouTube family, I love you guys. Your boy Deuces is out. Thank you, guys.